Hey there everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is just a recap of 2021, things that I've accomplished, my personal goals. I'd like to put them out there, be proud of what I've learned and what I've accomplished, and really just put some goals out there for myself for 2022, but that'll be a second video that I'll put out after this. Made a little cheat sheet, nothing overly fancy. So in 2021, I started really trying to dive deep into DaVinci Resolve. I started learning about audio leveling in the Fairlight tab. So if you keep it about -10, it seems to keep the audio pretty good and level across the whole scene, the whole clip. The equalizer, I've really tried to mess with that, so I get the voice and these voiceovers to sound as good as I can. And then blending transitions. So if you want to do like a long video that's really only like 30 seconds to a minute clip, but you want to make the scene look like it's an hour long, you do a lot of good transitions in there, and it makes it appear like a continuous video feed. So that's something I really enjoyed learning and getting into. So then you can also make time lapses out of still images, like from your GoPro, dump them all in the Resolve, make a time lapse with it, or your regular camera. I've been kind of dabbling with that. I haven't really put out a lot of video of that, but I've learned a lot from it, and I'm going to try and really put that to use for 2022. So then the color wheels for adjusting the color of your video for your scene, like white balance and all that, I tried to really learn and understand that with the waveforms. I think I got a pretty good handle on that, trying to get the blacks as accurate as I can with the white balance and the highlights and whatnot. And then in Resolve, you can put stabilization in your clips to make it look better, make it more less and less dizzying for the viewer. I've tried to really nail that down so I don't have to worry as much about keeping the subject perfectly in the center and not flopping all over the place. Then another one of my favorite things I've really kind of enjoyed getting into is real-time controls for 120 frames per second video footage, like slow motion and stuff. That is it's just really enjoyable to see slow motion video, and so you can see like details of things you don't normally get to see. And then for shooting video itself, I've really been trying to learn with neutral density filters for exposure control for outdoors. I'm kind of excited to try it with snow. Hopefully we get snow this winter. Haven't had any yet. It is December 27th right now, and no snow, just non-stop rain. It's pretty depressing. It doesn't even feel like Christmas time. Another thing that I kind of learned that I enjoy using my field recorder that I'm using right now, it's on my waistband, and my microphone. Never use a shotgun mic. You can have a shotgun mic with a long 6 to 8 foot 3.5 jack cable. Go to the recorder on top of the camera, have that plugged into the camera itself, so that you get synchronized audio easier. Lens support rigging, I've discovered, is really fun. It's enjoyable. It really helps the video be more stabilized too. I can't tell people enough to do that for really long lenses, like a 150 to 600, 200 to 600, like a 100 to 400, something like that. It helps a ton. And like a lot of the audio backgrounds and videos this year, I pre-recorded the audio from different events, or just walking around with a shotgun mic plugged into the field recorder, recording sounds and no video being done. And then I use that later on to cover up bad audio in video. That's actually worked out really cool without having to really use the YouTube studio. I've tried learning when you should and shouldn't use lav mics or shotgun mics, because one's not going to be the best answer for everything all the time. You gotta figure out which one you should use and when. And then I'm not using it right now, but there's Snap Bridge for the Nikon cameras you can use on your phone, so you can actually see a live preview of what the camera's seeing. That way you can use that to see where your framing is at, because you can't see the back screen, and I don't have an external monitor, so the phone kind of fills in for an external monitor, at least for framing in front of it. I've been trying to learn streamlining my voiceover work with the boom mic, this thing. Whenever I'm doing voiceover work for like video clips and gear reviews and whatnot. And I use that with Streamlabs OBS, or OBS Streamlabs, I guess it's called, really. And then for shooting photo, I have been practicing with a large reflector and lighting for indoor lighting because I have a 2470 f4, so it needs all the extra light it can get. And it's fun because you get to. I've been working on stacking photos using in-camera focus shift shooting with the new Z7 II with like macro work. That's just so cool. It's almost addicting. It's really fun. I've been using that in a softbox or a light box, I suppose. I've been trying to perfect muscle memory for racing and aviation. So whenever you're panning with the lens, you get a nice pan effect and the image is still tack sharp on the subject that you want. I think I've been doing pretty good with that. I really want to try it with birds in flight sometime. That's going to be an extreme challenge, but I'm pretty sure I can. Practicing localized noise reduction in Lightroom Classic using my Wacom tablet, so you can like highlight the area you want and then just mess with the noise in that one area, so you don't have to do the whole image if you don't want to. I've been practicing with that a lot too, and I seem to get more fine control out of it, and your image doesn't always get ruined by the noise software like Topaz sometimes would like to do. I'm really getting a lot of practice for skin retouching and tones because I'm taking pictures of our baby girl, and we just had our first kid this past year, so that's like brand new, and that's super cool. It's been a lot of fun. I've been trying to improve my ability to count stops of light for long exposures, like 5, 6, 7 minute exposures with the 18 stop ND filter, and that gets kind of hard because you're just switching for like 64 ISO base to like 100, and it kind of throws you off a little bit. So this way, if you learn it, you don't have to take a second shot, because waiting 15 minutes for 2 photos does get old even if you enjoy it. I've been using a softbox, lightbox to do product photography, mostly just so I can sell things on eBay. That's like a niche thing I've kind of started that I've really enjoyed. It's fun. Gets the little details of the products that you use or trying to sell that you don't normally get to see. And then, like, for the last thing for shooting photo is trying to realize when your subject can be framed with the nature or objects around it. That's one of my favorite things. It kind of brings more to the image if you can use the subjects around it to frame your main subject. It really pulls the viewer in, I feel. And then real quick, at the end of this part 1 video, some other things that I've been learning this past year is learning SEO on YouTube to drive more people to the content so they view it instead of someone else's content. That's the whole purpose of this, to be honest, is to get your name out there. Like, if you just make a video, upload it, and do nothing with tags and stuff, most of the time no one's even gonna know it exists. So you gotta put the effort background on the video. As most of you know that follow this often, I became an Amazon affiliate, so all the links in the description are affiliate links, and that just gives me a % back towards me to support the camera gear, travel, trips, and pretty much anything like that. Really appreciate when anybody uses the affiliate links. And they're also on my website on the About Me / my bag or gear or whatever it's called. They're on there too. In the past 365 days, the channel received 4,000 hours of watch time, 111,000 views, and 420 subscribers. And I appreciate every single minute, subscription, and hour watched, and everyone that comes and views. Like, it means a lot to me. It might not seem like it, but it really does. It takes a lot of effort and time to write these scripts and go out and shoot videos and make time for it, especially now that I've been working like 10, 11 hour days at work. We have a newborn to take care of and trying to balance family life and work life and hobby life. It's stressful, to say the least, sometimes, but if you don't have a hobby, you're going to eat yourself alive, I feel like. I launched a t-shirt merchandise store, as you can see, through Bonfire. Obviously, link down below if you're interested. T-shirts, hoodies, all that stuff. I completely revamped my website with new links, pages, about me section, with the camera bag section. There's a couple subsections with photos, a couple subsections with gear reviews, and they're all linked to YouTube, of course. I did my 4th year of calendars. This is just one of them. So hopefully in 2023 I will be doing calendars too. It just really matters if I get enough photos for at least 2 options for calendars this year, if we get time for that. I really want to do some aviation this year, so really praying I get to an air show. we'll see what happens with COVID and all that. So here's hoping for that. I want to do at least 2 air shows, so we'll see. So I created a TikTok channel that kind of mirrors the YouTube shorts that I post on YouTube. I need to get back into that and keep that alive. It's just another source to try and drag people from TikTok to YouTube so I can help promote myself on YouTube and my photography and videography, and hopefully to get 1,000 subscribers in 2022, because that's like my #1 goal for YouTube next year is to get the 1,000 subscribers. I'm about 460-ish away from that. And I won a gift card from a photo contest, which was cool, from the DCNR through PA Parks and State Forests. So hopefully me and the wife and the kid can go camping somewhere in a cabin or a tent, or just go enjoy a state park somewhere that we've never been before. And we have a little map of Pennsylvania. It has little pins of all the different state parks we've been to. So it'd be nice to put some more pins on there to see more state parks. And that's just really part 1. Part 2 I will do another time when I get a minute. And yeah, like I'm trying to get this all done while working 50, 60-hour weeks at work. Tired, as you can tell, slurring my words. I'm not drunk, I swear. And taking care of the little one up top there. I'm in the basement in my office right now. She's sleeping right above me. And trying to balance family. We just had Christmas. It was great. Everyone came. It was wonderful. I really hope everyone else got to enjoy their family for Christmas. Like, if honestly, just to go on a little tangent, if it wasn't for family, we'd be going crazy. So I appreciate everybody that's been helping us out in the past 8 months, 9 months. It's rough sometimes, and we appreciate all you guys. And then for my YouTube family out there, if you guys that watch it, or the people that just found me, I really appreciate you guys watching too, giving me that support. Every subscription helps my ego out a little bit more. So if you enjoyed this and you're waiting for part 2, I'll link part 2 down below when I get it done, and enjoy part 1, and hopefully I can encourage somebody out there to go out and shoot and enjoy themselves and get pictures of wildlife. So till then, happy shooting. See ya.